Matty. Good to be back in Melbourne. All in all, a good turnout for this particular match. With me is 3-time All-Australian and 13 times Richmond's leading goal kicker, Matthew Richardson.
Hi, Dan. Today should be a great match.
They're not playing for sheep stations today, but we're expecting... They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The Magpies lifted by the noise of the crowd as they make their way onto the ground. Umpire tosses the coin. Well, they say patience is the players launch into the first term.
You don't always get what you wish for, you get what you work for.
Grundy with the punch. With the ball now. He boots it from the pack. Wins the hardball. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Brown going for number one. He gathers the loose ball. Quick hands find the running player. The Magpies get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce. Claimed by Grundy. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He gets the hand pass. Kicks it. Tapped by Elliott. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Morgan with the mark. Moves it quickly by hand. Going for goal number one. Elliott manages to sneak it through. He sinks his first goal. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. And there's the bounce. Nichols wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Sends it on its way. Main is able to grab it on the half volley. Kicks it across the ground. Miller with the tap. Day picks up the bouncing ball.
The umpire wants to ball it up. Grundy taps it. A clear free kick there, pushed in the back. Rosa boots it. The mark will be paid. Riscatelli lining up with the goals. That's a mark. Scharenberg choosing to play on. He marks the ball. Side bottom. Sends it out to open space. It looks like he's got an injury. Chris will see no further action after that injury.
Kicks it across the ground. Hands like dinner plates. The bouncing ball is controlled. Picture perfect drop punt. Marked by Harbrow. Sends it on its way. Great mark under pressure.
The Suns haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. Lyons putting his head down as he runs in. He really had to make more of that.
It's not the score he was looking for.
Howe. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Martin kicks it straight through the big sticks.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Grundy with the punch. He's got the football now. Lonergan with a kick as he gets pulled down by side bottom. Main feeds it wide. Strong mark. Elliott sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Hits the running man. Going for goal number one. Score for the Magpies. That's his first. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Tapped by Grundy is in his possession. Thomas sends it to open space. Side bottom puts it on the boot. Thompson taps it, is in his possession. Smothers. The ball comes loose as he's taken down by Thompson. Ballard should have just handed it to Treloar. He gets the hand pass. That came off the boot with huge power. He gives the ball away. Short receives the ball. Crocker with the interception. He's picked up an injury. Richo, can you tell us what you saw?
He won't be coming back after that injury, that's for sure.
The mark is taken by Wright. Nice bit of power there. He scoops the ball off the ground. Pendlebury has the ball, finding the running player. Darker holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Day. Picture perfect drop punt. A great effort. Jams it on the boot now. Pendlebury gets it on the bounce. And the mark will be paid.
The Magpies could bypassing their forward targets and having shots on the run with very few marks inside forward 50. Morgan lining up with the goals. Morgan goes for goal. Magnificent kick of the footy.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Punched by Grundy. He's got the footy in his hands. Nice mark under pressure. What do you think, Richo? Could he make this one?
This angle will test him, I reckon, Dennis.
35 metres out. Morgan goes goalward. It's true. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the opening term. The score's the Magpies 30 to Gold Coast 7.
The Magpies will be happy with the early scoreboard pressure they are applying to Gold Coast. They are setting the standard out there, and it will be interesting to see how Gold Coast can come back after the break.
And we go for quarter number 2.
The winners in life constantly think in terms of I can, I will, and I am.
Crisp pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. Martin not quick enough. He sneaks out the pass. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He has the ball. They've conceded possession. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Pendlebury again, Richo.
Well, Dennis, I just think he's having fun with them now.
He's a ball magnet. Jams it on the boot now. Joyce over the top.
Look, the Suns haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. Elliott gets the upper hand. He boots it. Riscatelli with the mark.
Jams it on the boot. Riscatelli decisively. Hand passed by Hanley. Jams it on the boot. So well timed.
Pendlebury with the kick. A great mark under pressure.
Boots it. Cox, not fazed by the pressure, gets his kick away. Brown runs past and gets the ball. Barlow gathers. Swallow with the tap. Thompson with the tap. Gets the loose ball. He kicks the ball out of congestion, sends the ball out into space. The goal for the Magpies. The first goal for Crocker.
Crocker told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time.
Shaw doesn't waste that opportunity. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Hands like dinner plates. Sends the Sharon on its way, and the mark will be paid. 35 metres out. Day unloads one towards goal. That was a poor kick, wasn't it, Richard?
That'd play on his mind.
A wasted opportunity, and behind at this stage will do little to improve their position. It's not the score he was looking for.
How? He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Hall with the kick.
Harbrook lining up. 50 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. Howe couldn't hang on to the ball. The ball has been thrown in. Nichols with the first touch. Harbrook taps it. He takes control of the loose ball. And the ball crosses over the boundary. The Ruckmen are locked in battle. Grundy with the first touch. He's been captured with the ball, and it's going to be holding it. Nichols going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. A lovely drop punt. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Scharenberg can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. He hand passes it. Treloar puts his boot on it. And the ball goes out of play.
Big thump from Grundy, controlled by Crocker, tapped by Crocker. He runs for home. He really should have made more of that. Disappointing kick there. Elliott marks. He steadies now in front of goal. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. Thrown in majestically. Punch by Nichols. The loose ball picked up. Treloar collects. Jams it on the boot. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop. Grundy heading in. Watch his style. Gets the distance. That's his first. Grundy increases the lead. The Magpies lead Gold Coast by 35. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Handballs to the running man. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Sends it on its way. Good tap from Crocker. There's been a lot to enjoy in the second quarter. The scores are the Magpies 43, Gold Coast 8.
The Suns were in low and hard early, applying plenty of pressure. But as the game settled, the Magpies started getting on top, running relatively free.
Time to check those stats.
Not much difference between the way...
Looks like the players are ready for this. Let's get started.
Do not let what you can do interfere with what you can do.
Briscatelli feeds it wide. Nice mark under pressure. Kicks. Nichols looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. We're perilously close to having the floodgates open. It's a bad feeling. This goal is vital. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Howe kicks hard along the boundary line. He was pushed. Harbrough going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short. Tactically this week, 30 metres out. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Claimed by Grundy. Side bottom picks up the bouncing ball. Nice mark there. Swallow goes to midfield. Miller wins the marking contest. Slams it on the boot. Scharenberg gets the interception on the bounce. Takes that one strongly. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 50 metres out. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging.
Howe plays on with it. He slams that on the boot. Shaw with the ball. Puts boot to ball. He gets it under pressure.
Miller kicks it. Goes by hand. Scharenberg has seen plenty of the footy. That play is as high-tech as a campfire. Hall setting his sights on the goals. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. Hall goes long and gets the goal. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. All is in readiness. And look at that bounce. Grundy nicely outclassing Nichols. Kicks it. Morgan knows he needs to hang on to them. Wright gets the tap. Tap by Barlow. Elliott gathers it. Lobs the pass. He's all alone in the goals. The Magpies with a handy break, leading the Suns 49 to 20. Cleared by Nichols. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Day picks up the bouncing ball. Maynard has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Nice contested mark by Treloar.
Treloar takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. Elliott gets a point.
Disappointing kick there. Taken by Elliott. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
35 metres out.
Elliott needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
They really need a goal on the board now. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Maynard was clearly holding the ball there. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Nichols didn't even get close to that tap. He's got the football now. Grundy with the hand pass. He's running hot, Richard.
He's been outstanding all match, Dan.
A lot of possessions for him.
Sure, he's a great overhead mark, but anything below his knees and he struggles to get down for. If he can add that to his game, he's going to go up another level. Scharenberg plays on. He's caught with the ball. Martin lines up. Sending it on its way, the mark will be paid. Day lines up.
They desperately need this goal to stem the flow. Day with the goal. Gets his first. Gold Coast have scored the last 2 goals. They could close the deal if they keep up the momentum. Miller decisively. Martin taps. Maynard gathers. Squeezes out a handball. Over the years he's forged his reputation on courage and smelling salts. Richo, what the heck happened there?
Maynard will be heading off the field. That looks really serious to me.
Sexton has missed it. Well, they've got a point, but it won't be enough to get them back into this. There's been a lot to enjoy in the third quarter. The scores are the Magpies 56, the Suns 33.
If the Magpies can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if the Suns intend to make any inroads to this deficit.
The final quarter, and it should be most enjoyable.
Ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles.
Thompson claims the ball. Gets boot to high. Good mark on the run. Miller boots it. Taken by Hall. Kicks it across the ground. Steady hands there as he holds that one. He kicks with power. Harbrook marks. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 2. Gets the behind. A wasted opportunity. And behind at this stage will do little to improve their position. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Magpies have been taking the time to size up the right option at the right time, so they haven't been hurt on the turnover. And that's why they're on track to win this match. Treloar kicks the ball. Elliott drops it.
Wright throws the ball. Free kick. Here's a chance for Morgan. 30 metres out. A pretty safe bet from this position. The Magpies get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. This kick stretches the lead. The ball has been bounced. Nichols taps. Scharenberg gets it on the bounce. Great grab. Brown with the kick. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Treloar approaching home now. That was more obvious than finding Wally at a nudist camp. Deliberate should be the call there. Kicks. A mark by Gainsworth. Gets boot to high. Phillips gains possession. Kicks it. Morgan claims it. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 35 metres out. Looking for another goal here. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. He'll be disappointed with that effort. The defence are doing a decent job of making kicking out difficult, so I'd suggest he takes his time and just looks for the right option. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Morgan looking for another goal here. The Magpies have scored the last 2 goals. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Morgan's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game.
That came off the boot with huge power. Nice mark under pressure. He's been seized with the ball and it's going to be holding it. Slams it on the boot. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Kicked by Bauer. Ainsworth. Delusions of grandeur. Nichols controls. Clean tap by Shaw. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Sneaks the ball away in time. Does well to keep it in play. Gains possession. Treloar making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. He hand passes the ball. Puts the head down as he runs in. That's 3 in a row for the Magpies. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Barco will want to try and wheel around onto his favoured foot, but he's still very capable on the other.
He gives it a punishing kick. Cox has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Picked up the ball. Kicks it across the ground. He wins the contest. Thompson sends the ball on its way. Grundy ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly.
Grundy is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. Goldsack pushing his opponent in the back then.
They need a goal to keep that door ajar. Through for a point. I would have expected him to nail that. Great mark under pressure. Pendlebury slams it on the boot. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Jams it on the boot. Lions, the better man there. Going for goal number 1. The Suns get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Lions puts them back in contention. The bounce, laser straight. Punched by Grundy. He boots it from the pack. Barker couldn't hold on to that one. The Suns woeful. More gaps in their team than a 7-year-old smile. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between the Magpies and the Suns?
A real sloppy game with no exciting moments.
Cheers, Richo. The final scores stand at the Magpies 75, Gold Coast 41. Well, Richo, it's been a fun match. We've enjoyed that one.
It was great to be here, Dennis. I'll be back.